son wants a project. So we are here to pick up a 1984 Corvette. These two tires are flat. Attempt to get it onto the trailer. Hey, little guy. Oh, there he goes. All right, here's the first car wash. Hey, welcome back, ladies and guys. We're back working on a 1984 Corvette transmission. The last Corvette video, we actually yanked the transmission. It's a 700R. It's a 700R4 transmission. I forgot how many miles were on it, but it sat for like 15 to 20 years, we were told. The whole car did. And my son, once we got the car running and registered, he's been driving it all summer. And I thought he put like only a couple hundred miles on it, but he ended up putting like 1,500 miles on the engine and transmission. In that time, we ended up replacing the filter on that transmission 2 times and flushing out as much fluid as we could at that point, which is like 5 liters, I do believe. And what kept happening was the filter kept getting clogged and the fluid was black. Well, this last time it refused to shift. So obviously the filter's clogged again. So what we decided to do was just yank the transmission. We're gonna try to rebuild it. This is gonna be my first time rebuilding taking apart a 700R4 transmission. I've done 2 other types of transmissions before, 25 plus years ago. So worst case scenario, this is going to be a learning experience. For us, this is not the professional way to rebuild a transmission. This is us taking a chance to see if we could take it apart, see what's wrong with it, and try to put it back together and learn. You can't break something that's already broken is my policy. Or the way I thought. So the rebuild kit for the transmission is like $250 roughly. The most expensive thing is a new torque converter. The torque converter is not here yet. That'll get here in a couple days. So we figure we might as well try to rebuild the transmission while we can and while we have the time. So we have the rebuild kit. We have the bay 1 completely empty. We're going to take it apart on the floor because it is going to be messy. And then I have some, they're basically pee pads. I got them on Amazon. I have puppy pads. It's a combination of puppy pads and just generic pads. They work great for covering your table so your oil just doesn't keep spreading, and they're cheap enough. I buy them by the box. You get a whole case of them and throw them away once they get soaked. So it kind of helps limiting the mess, because if you ever take apart a transmission, it stinks like oil. It's really nasty oil, and it just gets everywhere. So we're going to try to eliminate as much mess as possible, but it's still going to be a train wreck. So anyways, this is us tearing apart and hopefully putting back together a 700R4 Corvette transmission. Fingers crossed, this is not the professional way to do it. Like I said, I am just going to stick the camera up on a tripod, stick it in the corner, and pretty much time lapse the whole thing. I am not going to give you a play-by-play because more than likely I'm doing it wrong. So worst case scenario, we have fun trying it. All right, see you at the end of the video. gasket. So I'm gonna lift up a little bit. You look and tell me if I can keep going up or not.
I can't tell. I just
See, the
some-
gasket is stuck, the paper is stuck on the valve body, right? There's 2 layers.
Yeah, I think so.
There is 2 layers, yeah.
All right, I'm stuck here. You gotta take this off.
So right now,
This,
you shouldn't lose any of them.
this is in the way. Take that off.
Because the paper is on like
On-
each side holding the ball
Yep.
bearing.
So let's keep
Still
it
gotta
that
be
way.
careful,
Well,
but
let's keep it that
make
way.
sure the paper stays the whole time that you're taking it
Yeah.
off. But
So what did they call this?
The auxiliary valve? Is that what that was?
I don't remember.
So put those separate than these. Okay, ready guys? Ready? It's spring loaded, so everything's moving.
That spring's broken.
Well, that could be a problem.
They did say they do break.
What is this?
Spring's broken. Yep. I don't know. It's a broken spring. Whatever it is. stick it in there.
Auxiliary, what did you
What'd
say?
you
Nothing?
Okay, so you guys don't know what it
Yeah,
does.
is that right there?
I don't know jack shit about inside.
All right, no, don't, cause that's part of this now. So put all that stuff away, and make a big spot, Austin, where I can just take this, like move all your magnet pans, your magnet trays, and we'll put it right there where you're gonna once I flip this, once I lift it up carefully. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Now look for ball bearings. I'm gonna go up and over. Oh, I'm stuck on this linkage.
Can't go towards us.
Any ball bearings?
No, you're good so far.
Well, there's ball bearings somewhere.
Yeah, under the thing. Same with here. Oh, according to what you're
No.
saying, anyways. Ball bearing.
Ball bearing,
Ball
ball
bearing.
bearing. There's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh shit! They said there were 2. Give me some paper towels.
Look at all that. Like black.
They're all full of ball bearings in there. Is this the broken spring,
Yeah.
or is this the other half of this?
No, they're half.
No, that's the other half.
So you only took one piece of it?
No, that's there's this between. There's that flat between.
Oh, so the other half is broken.
Yeah. There's a bunch of like black sediment where it felt connected. Yeah, but I don't know what that spring does.
It counters this one. Stupid college kids.
Jeez.
Every action is a
Is that
reaction.
ball bearing you think supposed
Careful.
to be in that one?
There's ball bearings everywhere,
I
Austin.
know.
I thought there was only supposed to be 2.
I asked if you think that's the proper spot. for
It's
that
going
one.
in there. Whoever put it
Yeah,
together
the
knows a
fluid
lot
will
better
wind
than
up moving them.
whoever put this together. Definitely knows more than we do.
Yeah.
So
So it's the man with his.
just push it over there.
This is definitely different than the Mopar inside of the Mopar.
It's definitely different than the Jeep. My Jeep one that I rebuilt in Cuba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one seems to be a large one. You see any more, Austin?
No.
Mike, you see any more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's a large one. Okay. And then I think there's more underneath there. And I know there's more on that, on the valve body. Okay. Well,
And this is the expensive shit you're saying?
this is,
Or do you have a
no,
replacement
this comes
for
with
that?
it.
I
Oh,
showed
These come
those
with
come
it.
with
Yeah.
it. Oh, okay, good.
paper.
Yeah, no, these come with it. All right, Austin, we got to pay attention to which ones.
There's your big one.
Okay.
What are we supposed to do? You're just gonna hold on to
I'm going
it?
to hold on to it so you get them all, just so we can see the size difference. Let's hope they're not, hold on, you got to take it off because I got to keep them separate like that to see the size difference. Those are both the same size, right? Okay. Same size.
I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boy, I hope you got that, Mike, because I have no clue. Well, yeah, you can see. It was
I
here.
can feel things grabbing from underneath.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's ball bearings underneath there too.
Yeah.
I do believe. All right, now stop. Get a Ziploc.
This one's pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Big one.
Let's get a Ziploc and label these for this level. I don't know what you want to call this. Because you got ball bearings in that one underneath that paper.
Between the papers.
There you go. Whatever you're gonna remember now. 'Cause I don't know if we're gonna get this back together tonight.
Damn, that shit's brittle.
Yeah. Look at that, just falls apart. Look at that, just disintegrates. That's why your clutch pads fell apart. Look at this. It is just like glass.
Well, this was it supposed to be the same consistency as those ones? Because those ones just like thin like paper.
Busted. Not like
Wow.
that. Those would have broken in. This is just burnt. Very carefully. Because don't forget there's bearings underneath there. You know, a couple guys, they say they actually send these out just to be remachined. I'm like, really? Because they're so expensive? Yeah, the valve body. They remachine this, they remachine the surfaces on that. All right, there's definitely something here. See that round mark?
Yeah.
Now here there's supposed to be ball bearings, unless those are the ones that we already got out.
Those might be the ones we were doing.
Which is here, 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 here.
Put your hand on this, Lawson, so it doesn't pop off.
And we don't have another metal plate. So,
No, you don't. Right.
so you can't bend that.
Take a little bit of pressure off. All right, so let's take this and flip it
It's
that
not
way.
broken, it won't fall the way.
That other back corner, yeah.
What's that screw go to?
These are to the plate that fell. This.
All right, we'll leave that right here.
You might not want to.
I'm just gonna flip to see the ball bearings.
Oh, the metal thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
the
I
metal
thought you were
thing.
talking about the whole.
Okay. See more ball bearings. 1, 2, 3. One's here.
God damn, that was a lucky guess of 3.
Okay, so take that plate, put that plate right back over it. You got a picture? Your phone? Yeah, or do the video or whatever. There's only 3 guys?
Only 3 that I seen.
One.
Hold on, let me start the video like we did last one. All right.
1, 2, 3. Are they all the same size? They look it. Okay. See all these little pins. When they rebuild these things, they take all these pins out, all these are valves. Look at that. These are all little valves in here. See?
Yep.
We ain't doing that. You're gonna somehow clean it. But we gotta get all that fluid out of here. And that's why I think we're just gonna put it in a garbage bag and blow air everywhere on it. Because otherwise you gotta take, if you wanna take all these apart, you're more than welcome to, but we gotta get as much contaminant out of there as possible. So I'd much rather do with air than nothing. Because we can't spray brake cleaner in it. Well, you can because it evaporates.
I'll say, why not?
Well, yeah, but we're not taking these off. All the valves.
No, but I mean, as far as
But we can, yeah.
cleaning it good.
All right, so put that back on the way it was. And then if you said, this just fell off here. So it's a Z up. So if you said those bolts go with here, put those bolts with it. There's only 3?
4.
Okay. So that way that's done. Okay. Now let's... All right, well, we have it taken apart, if you can say that. And as you can see, it's quite dirty. We still got to take the pump apart, still got to take this all apart and clean everything. And are these the reverse bands? Yeah, because there's still padding left on them. Where's the other bands? Oh, the other bands are in there.
Those were in the bottom. Those were separate
So-
from the other ones.
Yeah, so those are reverse. So the rest are in there. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the 1984 Corvette transmission on how not to rebuild a 700 R4. So we took the whole transmission apart, or most of the transmission apart the other day, started cleaning some of the parts, and we think we definitely found one broken thing in it. And it is a 1-2 accumulator spring is broken. So that's one thing that we definitely know is wrong or broken with the transmission. And more than likely that caused the rest of the transmission to burn up. So let me show you where we stand right now. And let me just show you, like I said, I'm not doing a step-by-step because this is our first time doing a 700 R4. And it's more of a learning. And I'm sure the transmission guys out there are going to be screaming at the TV saying everything that we're missing. But like I said, worst case scenario, we learned from this. So let me show you where we got so far. And if you are rebuilding a 700 R4, there are some really good videos out there that we're actually referring to step by step from transmission guys. So this is just us goofing around, learning, and seeing if we can save $1. All All right, let me show you what we got so far for parts all apart. So what we did was, this was the last thing we took out. This is that spring that you're supposed to have a special tool. We were able to get it out without it. How we're gonna get the C-clip in without the special tool, I don't know. We might have to see if I can rent one, borrow one, or make something. And then basically, I do believe it was this side, and then this direction, and then that, and then the band. We did not take apart the pump yet. And we did not take apart the clutches in here. And then we go over to this one, and this is the valve body section. So this is basically the hydraulic section. This is the first thing we did. And then this is what I'm gonna call the guts of the transmission in here. So what we're gonna do today is just me and Austin. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna attempt to try to put some of this back in up to here. And then that way, we can take this apart and not have even more pieces spread all over the place that we don't know where they go. We do have a book somewhere, the original Corvette book, the book for the service manual for this car, and it does have the transmission in it. So that's what we're going to be using as our guide. And so like I said, my goal is to get at least up to here, put back in. We only have a little while today, so I'm just gonna throw you on time lapse, and you guys can watch as we mess this transmission up. Well, here's what we did. We don't have that special tool. Let me get this light. We don't have the spring collapsing tool, compression tool. So what we did was I took a pulley puller, 3 half-inch nuts to give us clearance. Put the spring down in there, this that spring thing, whatever you call it. And then we put that right on top of those. And then I put the pipe on top of this. That brought it up to here. And obviously I took a piece of wood, put that over it, and I leaned on it. and I pulled on the two sides as hard as I could on the bell housing to push down, because even 210 pounds, 220 pounds wasn't enough to push that spring, the springs down. But when I pulled on the two sides, I was able to pull it straight down, and Austin was able to stick that retainer ring in right there. Let me zoom in, you might be able to see it. Yeah, you can't even see it. But the retainer ring, you can see right through that gap there underneath that grease. He got it all in. So now we just got to take those three nuts out of there. And that's step one. We have all that still to go. But that was the part I was worried about. Everything else we don't need tools for. We just need a memory for, or the book. All right, well, we're going to continue. So as we were putting this in, we noticed there's a whole bunch of bearings here, like that just fell out. And they're held in by these little ribbon, we'll call it, springs, and a piece of the ribbon spring fell out. So the ribbon spring is broken. So this bearing that's in here is no good. So it holds those little tubular bearings in here. So he's looking to see about getting a new one.
Oh.
So
I see this.
if you look, you can see how they are. And obviously that piece fell out of there, because once you lose one, they all just fall apart. So we're not going to touch it now. I think we're at a standstill. Oh, Lord. Probably take the other side out, huh?
Oh, it has. You see the inside there?
Oh, it's tapered? It is. This is tapered.
Yeah, and look, it has slight like gears to it. I'll hold it flat.
Is it supposed to? Let me see. Let me take that out of there. My camera's dirty. Okay, but now take that out.
No,
Try
I'm
to.
not gonna be able to get it back in.
All right, you keep losing parts, we'll be able to.
Another fella.
Right, like that, and then put the whole unit together.
Yeah, but there's no.
All right, now
left
it'll
there.
fit. Weight reduction. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, see, it's all tapered. Everything's tapered one direction, probably. And now it'll go in there. All right, if it's broken, you can't break it. So that's what we're doing. We're just learning. We got to order new ones, and we're going to have to reassemble it. So he's learning how to assemble it. So when we do get the new one, because they're like $80. So that way we don't break the new one. So he's just experimenting.
This every single one is almost falling out.
Well, yeah, once you lose one. No, don't force it because we need the big gear. Don't make any gouges on it. All right, let me look. Hold on. All right, so we're calling it a night. And pretty much the weekend because he's leaving for the weekend. And we can't get these parts until next week. This one literally just is falling all apart. So we are looking for a used junk donor transmission, or we're gonna see about getting if we can order that part. So see you when we get back. This transmission is gonna be the death of me. All right, see you when we get back.